Hello everyone, welcome to B's Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the GIJoe Classified Series Shipwreck. So he's part of the current wave that's shipping out. Can be found overseas, starting to trickle in here and there. They're in cases of individual cases now, so they're not all jammed into one case with the six figures or whatever. But we got the new and I guess final windowless packaging. It's a shame because this actually looks awesome. You got the digital render of the figure. You got some fun artwork. You got some Easter eggs, some fun homages in the background. Even if this one is the weakest out of all of them. We'll get into it when I talk about the figure. But box design's fun. You see the figure. You get some fun artwork. You see what comes in the box. You get that same artwork on the side. Number 70 in the classified line. You get your QR code, which goes straight to a Hasbro website instead of a GIJoe website, because why would we have our website up and running when the figure starts shipping, you know? But that's not for me to decide. It's someone's making a lot more money than me to decide not to do that. So, anyways, in the back we get our overseas sticker. We get our much smaller attributes, traits. We get some naval warfare. Excuse me. Some naval warfare. We get small arms. We get hand-to-hand combat. We get like a cloud. I don't know. And the website's gone, so you can't even check anymore. We see all the accessories. We get a close-up of Shipwreck with the different headpiece. We get a close-up of Polly, and that's basically it. That's the box. So definitely a huge improvement over the previous. Just the artwork box where you didn't really know what you were getting. Figure comes strapped inside this. It's got the artwork on the back. It was actually pretty fun. I believe Baldy Lock said it best that the figure in that with a smaller window instead of the whole thing would be perfect. Would be perfect for the boxing, the new packaging. But who knows what they'll do. You get a gray weapons locker now instead of the GIJoe blue or the Cobra red. It looks still got a giant handle. But it's more of like a Pelican case now, so that's pretty fun. Even though it's upside down, I guess you'd have it like that. Shipwreck over here, the handle's upside down. Anyways, so there you have that. I'm trying to figure this out if you have the handle up. Anyways, yeah. So it's fun. You could definitely throw that in your diorama display without it taking too much attention with it being red or blue. And then we get our accessories here. We get a coiled rope with a hook on it. In comparison to the Indiana Jones Adventure Series rope. This got a little more girth, and this is very flexible compared to this one. You get an anchor with like an eyelet for rope, but no actual string. Which, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't just have... Let me get that the focus for you guys. Come on. Why they wouldn't just have the string attached, but then again, it would probably be really thin and just look goofy. So I understand why they don't have it at the same time as, why they don't have it. It's alright. It's pretty flimsy, but it's alright. You get this pistol with it's got like a anchor and rope sculpted into the handle of it, but it's just it's just a very bland pistol. And it comes with the you can't port any blast effects onto it, but it's got the OG Snake Eyes 00 Snake Eyes suppressor, like Uzi suppressor peg. So it's kind of a wonky design. It's just it looks like they had a cutout plastic pistol and they just threw this anchor on it and called it good instead of like actually sculpting any other detail to it. So it's kind of lame in that sense. Kind of lacking. You get this goofy ass blunderbuss pirate pistol, double barrel. It's got some sculpting to it. It's got a couple different colors. You can't put blast effects in. There's no portholes for blast effects. It's got a little rope on the bottom of it, some rope detail. So they were trying. Got a whole flintlock mechanism over here. But I just goofy. Goofy. So there's that. We'll throw that over here. You get his trusty sidekick, Paulie. Nice color, nice paint. Peg leg, which is practical. Makes sense. But Paulie cannot stand up on her own. She just... the tail gets in the way, falls over. We'll revisit her here in a little bit. She can peg into the rope. If I can get it to peg. Oh yeah, she really goes in there, huh? So, there you have her there. Take that off. Let's jump into... we get a hairpiece, which we'll revisit when we actually have the figure. So jumping in the Shipwreck, we get his iconic 80s look, which is well received by old school fans. And notice how I said old school fans, because the figure has been redesigned. Or I guess the character has been redesigned a little bit here and there. I mean, most figures have. But we'll dive into it. You get some fictitious ranks that look similar to a E7 for the Navy. You get this... camera's fighting with me this whole time. Anchor tattoo with like a snake going around it. Other side, you get the shark with... it looks like it's got a little bit of blue in there. Some color. You get a peg hole for Paulie. So we'll get this popped up here. We'll get Paulie pegged in. So Paulie can peg fairly well onto his shoulder. My camera does not like Paulie for some reason. Move this light over here. But... or onto his wrist, I'm sorry. But otherwise, he's got... kind of like Serpentor, you just got the big hole in the wrist. But yeah, you get his 80s look, his old school. You get the removable hairpiece. Still got some water in there from... oh, that's an interesting system now. Big groove cut out to make sure it all syncs up, I guess. Squeeze that on. It looks good, but it's wasted sculpting. Wow, he's got a big forehead. It's just wasted sculpting in my opinion. We could have used this down the road for someone else, like a character with a mask or an actual helmet, instead of Shipwreck, who's notorious for, this is his look with the hat and everything. So there you have that. You get the chest hair on the front, which I mean I could have lived without, but I guess they thought that it was necessary. It doesn't look as bad on camera, but it is what it is. Someone just painted a bunch of lines in there and called it chest hair. I'm lucky enough that my face sculpt isn't too bad. Now there's my giant thin eyebrows, but I do got a little paint on the hat, which is kind of disappointing, right in the center. It's the back of the head. He's got that slick look. The jeans are a fun piece. They got a little bit of a wash to them, but that's it. The wash doesn't really carry down. It's just centralized in that area, which I mean to an extent makes sense, but still. And then it looks like he's got knee pads, just the way the, I guess, wrinkles in the jeans look. I love the boot cut though. You can kind of wedge the ankle up underneath the cut. There is no shin swivel, but I think you could work it out. You could work it out pretty good. You got the thigh swivel still. And it's not like Shipwreck's going to be fighting any ninjas. But who knows? It's G.I. Joe. Anything can happen. You get this outer belt is affixed in over here at this pouch. But there's no... oh, I guess there's color. Is that color? Nope. No color on the outer belt. Which is kind of lame. But it's got a hook for everything, so we'll get them loaded up here. You got the drop leg holster. It's got a little bit of leather on it. 2 straps. No paint. And just drop the pistol in. Good to go. See if I can get that belt buckle for you guys. That was good. Get his blunderbuss, obnoxious, in there. And then if you wanted to hook the anchor, you could throw it, which would weigh a ton and be pulling your pants down all day, or destroying your, or just even if you had your belt cinched up, it'd be digging into your pelvis bones and your hips would be raw. But He fits everything. Let's get this this rope and poly on him. Take a look at that. All right. So I guess it would just depend on how you have poly fixated. It looks like her claw goes kind of over that rope knot, so that's just kind of how she is. The rope breaks up that bland design a little bit. I mean, we got the 25th anniversary over here with the satchel that poly hip clipped to. So there's you can definitely see the connection. And then there's the hook on the rope for the anchor. Maybe that kind of weighs it or changes the balance a little bit to make it better for poly. I'm not really sure. Well, that doesn't really fit too or go on it too well. You can kind of work it like that, but then you got the blank hook right here, so definitely throw the anchor on the front. Destroy his rub his hips raw. So getting into it, I think yes, this one's a favorite. Yes, everybody loves this one, but we should have got the more tactical Shipwreck first. This is from the 50th anniversary line. Either this one or the one with the blue striped sweater with the blue beanie and the gray pants. I think that would have been ideal. And then we get this one further down the line in like a classic retro kind of look. But yeah, there you have it. There's Shipwreck. There's his 25th anniversary counterpart. In my opinion, he's the weakest of the wave so far. Unless you count Roadblock, or not Roadblock, Bazooka, the repainted Bazooka. But out of what we're getting for figures, he's pretty solid. He's got the double jointed pinless knees and elbows, but just he could have used a better weapon. Besides that cheap looking pistol and the blunderbuss thing. But there he is. Are you guys picking him up? You guys skipping out on him? What are your plans for him? You guys gonna troop build and get a whole bunch of sailors like Lawrence from A Punk with Toys, or are you just getting the one and that's your go-to Shipwreck? Would you have preferred the Commando Shipwreck? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, load up, grab your kit. I'll see you on the battleground.